Okay, let me just make this clear. I am still Team Dany. Yes, it's only one episode of the show, but I think I know enough. But um, she was wronged. I mean, she opened her home. Well, excuse me. Her and Bill opened their home to Naomi's friend, ex best friend Haley. And from there, their home and hearts were open to her, and eventually betrayal came into the equation when her and Bill got freaky underneath, Dany and Bill's roof, and then the divorce occurred. And not only that, it took about 6 months to finalize the divorce. And once the paperwork was finalized, that same day they booked the country club built by Dany's, grandfather or great grandfather or whatever. And she got an invite too, and it's like, wait, what? And not only that, she learns that Bill and Haley will now be living at a home not far from the Dupree, estate, if you will, or Danny's home. It's just crazy. And I'm thinking, man, that's a lot to take in because, this whole episode was the family trying to get Dany to come to grips with everything. Like, look, you have every right to be bitter, angry. Your sense of betrayal is warranted. However, you can't allow yourself to just be caught in this pit of despair when Bill and Haley have moved on. And it's like Bill isn't worth one of your tears. So what good is it for you to just sit here and wallow around in self-pity, thinking about how everything went wrong when these two are just moving on with their lives like, nothing. So, and you feel for Dany because like she said, it's like, look, and I think probably my favorite moment of the episode was when she talked about how I get what you're all saying, but you have to look at it from my perspective. Bill has been my world since I was like 19. We were together. Lifestyle had a whole routine. However, both of our daughters are out of the house now. Bill is gone. It's just me. I think Nicole even interrupted. Well, that was your own fault for self-isolation. So it just seems like after getting married to Bill, which her family really wasn't, supportive of, she decided kind of cut ties with everybody and just be with Bill. So the routine was pretty much, wake up in the morning, be a mom, support my husband, this, that, and the third. So now that Bill has wrecked that, her whole life is in shambles. It's the comparison I'm about to make is really, it's kind of, what is it called? Meat and potatoes, apples and oranges. But on a smaller scale, I think students go through this. I know I did, mainly after college, not necessarily high school, because, the transition from high school to college is different. But I think the biggest transition is when you finish college and you're about to go into the real world to work and whatnot. Once you graduate, that's it. There's no more scheduling and whatnot, because when you're in college, you have more freedom than you did in high school. But everything was scheduled. Okay, I got class this day, these days of the week, this time. I got homework, or if I'm working a job, I do this, that, and the third. I got this shift. It's you're around the same people, your friends and whatnot. But once you all get those degrees and you move on, that's pretty much it. Everything that happens is on you. Like, your choices determine your future. And if something happens to shake up that routine, your whole life can feel in shambles and you honestly don't know what to do. And I can completely understand that. But the reason I'm giving Dany the side eye is because she reveals something very telling. She says that Bill has, wow, why did my voice go out? Bill Bill has cheated before in the past. And it seems like the affairs were numerous. She said, it wasn't really that big of a deal. I could look past his previous affairs because they all happened away from home. However, he and Haley got busy under our own roof. Now, something tells me Bill has probably been cheating for a majority of their marriage. And they were married for 30 years? I'm thinking one of the main reasons Dany didn't get a divorce a long time ago was simply due to the fact that I think one of the primary reasons was her image. Obviously getting a divorce isn't necessarily something that doesn't prevent gossip at like the country club or something like that. But given the fact that, she kind of closed herself off from her family in favor of, being with her man and their daughters and whatnot, she knew that if she got a divorce early on, her family would probably be like, see, we told you he wasn't any good. So in order to avoid the I told you so's, she just sucked it up and continued being married to him. But the thing was, the longer she did this, the longer, well, the more it got worse. He probably just felt like, man, I cheated on her ass once. She gonna let me do it again? So the cheating probably just kept going on. And then she got stuck in that routine. And then I feel like Dany probably just kept telling herself that it's going to be okay. It's like, oh no, he'll stop cheating and it's not so bad. It's like, it's just a one-time thing with this girl or this woman. And but no, the longer she kept telling herself that, the more delusional she became. And then she started living her life through Chelsea with her modeling and whatnot. And well, things got too far and now look at her. So, man. But yeah, I still feel like she has every right to be upset. But now I'm like, I don't feel as bad, because it's like you could have let him go a long time ago, but you didn't. Honestly, I feel the worst for Naomi, the oldest daughter, because Haley was her best friend, so she probably feels some kind of way about. I wonder if she feels any sort of guilt. Like, does she blame herself in any way? Because it's like, man, if I didn't introduce Haley to my parents and whatnot, then her and my dad never would have had an affair, and then the affair wouldn't have caused my parents to break up, and then my mom wouldn't be so upset now. And I mean, remember Chelsea told her cousin Kat that she didn't want to, leave her mom's guidance with modeling and whatnot in favor of starting her own personal line, because her mom has already lost so much, and she didn't just, she feels like maybe she's the only thing kind of keeping her together, because, both kids out of the house, marriage is over. So she needs some structure in her life. But if Chelsea leaves, then she really has nothing. And yeah, I mean, that is awful. I feel like there's more stress and emotional turmoil going through the minds of their daughters than even Dany. And I'm not discounting Dany's feelings or anything, but I'm looking at it from their kids' perspective, like Naomi's potential guilt, and she doesn't like her father, and then Chelsea just feeling like she's responsible for her mom's emotional stability, because it's like, if I leave her now, Kat, it would crush her. Man, cheaters never prosper, but I don't know. It's like, this is crazy. And this is why I like the show. One episode and I'm already having these thought-provoking discussions. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.